Hey everyone! Okay, so I wanted to do this video because I think that it's very beneficial to a lot of you. We hear about talented people all the time, and people that we see that are successful, and we're like, oh, they're so talented, no wonder why they're so successful, they're awesome, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sometimes, actually most of the time, being talented is wonderful, but how many times have you like known somebody and it's like, oh my goodness, they're so talented, they're so good, and then you think sometimes like that it's wasted talent. Like, oh, if they only worked harder, if they only did this, they would be amazing. They're so talented, right? But if you work hard, like hard work and perseverance it outweighs talented, like tenfold. And a perfect example of that is Michael Jordan. Did you know that Michael Jordan, the basketball player, he got cut from his high school varsity team? He was cut from the team. Now, normally as a high school kid, that would make you just give up. But that pushed him to work even harder, and he became a legend. He wasn't that great at basketball. He got cut. He was not born with this extreme basketball ability. But he worked hard every single day to prove to himself and to prove to everybody else that he could do it. So that's where it shows you, where you think, oh, he's just naturally good at it. No, he's not. He had to work at it. Just like anything in life, just like this business. You have to work at it if you want to be good. If you're not good at recruiting, then you have to develop it. You have to read about it and see where you're going wrong. You know, talk to people a few different ways, and you're going to see which way works for you and which way doesn't work for you. This business is duplication, yes, but nothing is completely set in stone. Different people do things different ways. Something that works for me may not work for you, or vice versa. Another thing in this business is so many people get upset, like, with their sponsors. Like, some sponsors just kind of will sign you up and then they'll just fall off the face of the earth, and they don't help you. It's nice to have a sponsor that helps, but ultimately it's not your sponsor's responsibility for your success. You signed up, you joined this company to own your own business. And owning your own business takes work. And maybe your sponsor wanted to do this as a hobby, but maybe you want to do this and this wants to be your full-time career and you want to really be successful with this. So you have this group. You have the files tab. You have my mjsempire.com website to help for team training. You are in a million groups. We have resources. We have all the same resources. I have the same resources that you have. I needed help with me. I was jealous of everybody. And that's ugly and nasty to say. It's not even good. I was so jealous. And everybody else's success. And it was like eating me up. And I was becoming really negative in the beginning of this business. I was like, I don't want to. She's in a better town than me. She's wealthy because of this and because of that. No. They're wealthy and they're doing well because they worked hard, they read the books, they stepped outside of their comfort zones. I wasn't successful because I wasn't doing things that I needed to be doing. I was complaining. I was being all bummed out because they were doing better than me. Because they weren't worrying about what anybody else was doing. They were worrying about what they were doing. They were reading books. They were doing everything that they were supposed to be doing while I was sitting here complaining. So that was not making my business grow at all. And the Sarah Robbins How to Rock Your Network Marketing book, that is what really helped me. Because she was talking about how she was blaming her sponsor for her lack of success. And her sponsor literally sat her down and basically said, you're responsible for your own success. So it was obviously something that she was doing. So the moment that I said, I'm going to do this and I'm all in, and I'm going to do whatever it takes, and I'm not going to worry about my uplines and what my uplines are doing. I'm not going to worry about any of it. I'm going to worry about myself and figure out how to get my husband home how to be a better mom, how to run this business, and I started diving into personal development. I learned things about myself that I never even knew I needed to know about myself. And I am such a better person today than I was last year. And I know that I say that a million times, but the personal development is huge. And it really makes you look at yourself and evaluate yourself and say, am I doing everything that I need to be doing to make this work? And I wasn't. And the second that I quit having a pity party for myself and I dove into it, and I went to a Big Al seminar. I found it, and me and a few girls on our team, we went to the Big Al seminar, and it like fired us all up, and we learned such great information. I started, instead of being jealous of my uplines, I started opening up to them and really being coachable, because in the beginning I was like, I already know, I know everything, me. No, I didn't know everything. Obviously I didn't. I wasn't, I just was coachable, and sometimes they were busy. So I read, and it was so awesome because I was actually teaching my uplines a few things that they didn't know from the books that I read, and vice versa. And everybody's learning, and it's so fun. And it's, and now my uplines are like my really good friends, and I have downlines that are my best friends in the whole world. So just keep going. You're going to have a ton of naysayers. It happens, and just put your blinders on and just know that it's going to all work out, and you're learning and you're going to do it. And I just remember like my house being really messy and people coming over and be like, oh my gosh, Megan, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I am working. And people saying that I needed to stop and that this was silly. And I just wanted to prove all of them wrong. And I just wanted to say, you know what? I know my house is a mess. I know I'm exhausted. I know I'm a walking zombie. But it's all going to pay off. And then now, like, I'm living the way that I knew when I signed up that this was going to happen. So I know it can happen for all of you. Just read some books and develop the skills that you're, if there's things that you're lacking on or whatever, just strengthen that muscle. So I hope everyone has a great night, and if you need anything, let me know. Bye.